Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Creative's Corner with Kaybee. I have with me in the studio.
Black boy, yeah, like it's a privilege to be here today.
Okay.
I've always looked forward to being having a conversation with you. This is like one of my first platform. I think we have actually worked a couple of times, but
Yes.
this is the first time we're having a very close interview, personal interview about our music and others. So I'm really happy, and I cannot wait to actually see what this unfolds.
So, if someone meets you, how would you introduce yourself? Like, who would you introduce yourself as?
Okay, firstly, I people naturally know me as Black Boy, though that's not like my name, but it's already me selling out my brand, telling you that yeah, I stand for something. So firstly, if you meet me, I'll introduce myself as a music artist, because that's my badge, that's what I wear, that's my ID card, so it's my portfolio. So I introduce myself as a musical artist. I make hip hop music, I make Afro beats, I make R&B. I basically sing a lot, so the genre to me is more like a limitation. So if I can actually go on any type of beats, I see it as a very good avenue to just sing.
Okay.
So that's it for how I can introduce myself. Yeah.
Okay. So, how long have you been doing music?
Let's say professionally, I'll say I've been making music since like 2017. That was like my final year. That was when I put out my first single, 2 a.m. That's like one of like the viral jams that went viral in my school then. When I was in my final year, 2017, it was very viral. 2 a.m. It was a very big song. So I'd say from 2017 till now, that's like a couple of like 6 years already. Yeah.
So, you started music as a student when you were still in school?
Yeah, I started music as a student because coincidentally my um producer was my roommate.
Okay.
So we got to start making music. I just grew familiar with sounds and all that. Though I had known that yeah, I had a team for this, but I didn't really like see it as completely what I would want to do until 200 level. I met my producer, we stayed together. You understand? He put me into recording music. He got part of me all of a sudden. So I realized that oh wow, I can really do this. So it became a career from then.
With all the different classifications of music, there is rap, there is jazz, there is Afro pop, Afro beat, so many genres of music out there. How would you classify the kind of music you do?
So personally, I I used to actually make trap soul music. That's basically trap infused with a bit of soul and R&B touch. That's some like emotional, you understand. But then over time, I was able to blend it with Afro beats.
Okay.
You understand. So I would say what I make now is Afro soul.
Okay.
You understand? I make Afro soul music. It's way different. I don't think every artist do this. So
Okay.
I've been able to cut and combine some elements of the new age hip hop and Afrobeats elements to make up this amazing sound. I'm going to be showing more of that on my forthcoming tape. That's my first tape, Time and Chance. That's going to be dropping next month.
Okay.
It's a big project, like it's my first, so I've really worked hard to make this where it is right now. So there's a couple of Afro soul songs there, even though they're still playing Afrobeat and hip hop in the tape, but then it's more of me trying to project the sound Afro soul.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it doesn't fuse with trap anymore. It's just Afro.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
Afro
fuse with
soul.
trap. No, there's no trap anymore.
Well, I love some of your trap soul jam in those days.
Yeah,
It was crazy. It was cool.
yeah. I used,
Yeah, that was when you release a different
yeah,
ways. I really
different.
vibe to it, my car and everything. So
Yeah,
all right. So the next question is, that music is becoming profitable these days. Like
yeah.
people are making like a living out of music. People are making a lot of money, serious money from music. So
I agree.
are you in this for the profit? Is this a profitable venture for you, or you just doing it for the passion? You just love it, or you just doing it?
Initially, I would say it was more of the passion,
Okay.
but sometimes your passion drives you into your passion drives you into a different level that you get to see the business aspect of it.
Okay.
You understand? And music is mainly influence.
Okay.
You understand? If what I create can influence you, whichever way, that means I one way or the other, can benefit off my influence on you.
Okay.
So I started to see the business aspect of it, and I realized that you can actually make money from this. So
Okay.
right now for me, it's business. It's really business. It's more about passion right now.
Okay. Initially, it was the
Yeah, it
passion,
was the passion
but right now it's passion and
and
business.
business. Yeah.
Okay, that's really understandable. So, what was the defining moment? What was that jam? What was that track that you released and you knew, or more? This is gone, no Tilo. I'm a musician. Nobody can tell me anything else.
It was actually different for me. It was different
Okay.
because then it was lockdown,
Okay.
and there was really very little access to see a lot of people. Like the guy that was involved in the PR of the dropping the song and all that, I couldn't see him personally.
The
And
lockdown and everything.
yeah, so I was limited to actually just working from my phone and my laptop and just reaching them out
So
through.
you guys, you and your team, you guys worked remotely.
Yes, we work remotely, and that limited how far it could go. But then I personally reached out to a couple of music execs, like the owner of Not Just Okay,
Okay.
that's Ovie.
Okay.
So I reached out to him via DM, and I told him about the song and all that. I sent him the private link to listen, and he listened to it. He said that if he listened to the song and likes it on the first time, it's a good sign.
Okay.
So he gave me a feedback, and I was like, yo, this song is good. Like, it's very, very good. I was like,
Okay.
he asked me firstly if I was Nigerian. I said, yes, I mean, I'm Nigerian. But he said, people don't make this type of music
Yeah.
anymore. So he gave me this feeling that I was actually doing something different, you understand?
Okay.
If someone that is somewhere ahead in the game, you understand, the industry
Could say that this is
yes,
different.
can tell you that your product is actually unique. He gave me this defining time that yeah, this is actually a career move for me. Like
Okay.
I can actually gain more and more from this if I continue making music in this particular sound.
Wow.
You get me? So that was really it for me. And then again, he even helped me. He put my music out for free.
Wow.
Yeah, he pushed it out for free. So that was like the magic. That was like the Midas touch in the whole difference. That was the defining moment for
Because the
me.
song blew, it was
Yeah,
everywhere.
it was everywhere. I was surprised. Like I was really surprised. I came on the internet. Then he told me I was going to post it on Not Just Okay, and we give his editorial team to see what they can do on Audio Mark. So I came on Audio Mark. I saw that Audio Mark officially reposted the song.
Wow.
Do you get? So that was like something I didn't even work out for. I didn't plan it. I didn't.
That's
So it
because the
was
song was good. The song is
yes,
good.
and I
The
got a
song is
lot of
banging.
streams. I saw a lot of comments. There are people that actually told me that this music made them feel good. I saw people actually vibe to my song. That was a very big defining moment for me.
Okay. So what has been your challenges so far? What
Yeah,
are the challenges you've encountered?
majorly, I feel like every artist, every undiscovered artist has financing as a very big
Challenge.
challenge. And then again, it's platform because sometimes you might have the money and you might not be able to reach out to those people that can give you the voice you need. You understand the platform that you need to showcase what you have.
Yeah.
So I would say it's mostly the people. Like let me say there's like it's mostly the connection and the finance. That's just the challenges.
Okay.
And most times the connection is what brings you the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's I feel like majorly every undiscovered talent that's one of their biggest challenge.
I would like to know what's your process like? Your work process. What
Like
does it
my
look like?
recording process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your creative process.
Yeah, my creative process. Like I'm a very, very different type of person actually. Because I know a lot of people that prefer going to the studio, having to break it down, write down the music,
Okay.
the whole recording. But then over time, since I've been familiar with music and my roommates back in school was
Your producer.
producer. So I got to learn how to record myself.
Okay.
I basically cannot recollect the last time I was in a studio, except I was being invited or there's somebody there that I have to meet up with, or there's this producer we have an unfinished work with. And
Okay.
so basically for me, my creative process is mostly if the beat is ready, I just play it, hum to it, listen. If there's any sound specifically I can connect to.
Okay.
And then mostly making music for me is from my own personal experience.
Okay.
You understand? I do a lot of emotional singing because I can really like express my emotions through melodies a lot.
Okay.
So if I can listen to the beat and the beat is able to connect with me, then something in me just has to like sing to it.
Okay.
I just feel like it comes naturally because most times I don't get to write songs. I just go off on it.
Okay.
Like it's I have a couple of times that I went out. Okay, I was in Lagos. That was when 2019.
Okay.
We had Shady in Intercontinental Hotel, the room I was in. There was one guy that featured me, called me.
Okay.
So I saw Shady there. I was with Shady. I was with what's his name? This other guy, Imoni's guy,
Okay.
Casey. Yeah. So they played a beat and I was already on it singing. And Shady was like, "Oh, yo, guy, how did you do this? Just like that." And I was like, "I don't know. That's how I just basically make music."
Okay.
So I realizing that ever since then, I applied it to almost every of my music. There are some songs that I had to like go back, retouch, write again,
Okay.
but I had already like made it in my head
Okay.
before I put it down. So
Okay.
it's just how it works. That's my creative process. I don't really have to like do so much breaking down from my head to my you get and then
Yeah.
writing. It's all most times it's just my phone.
Okay.
I just write down the key points I want to sing about and then I just go off. That's really how my process is.
Okay. So, what inspires you? Like, where do you draw your inspiration from? What inspires you?
Yeah, my inspiration is people actually ask me this a lot, but I cannot really pinpoint it. Well, basically for me, it's my experience.
Okay.
Do you get? If I wake up today and I have a bad day, somebody pisses me off. If you play me a song,
Okay.
I might literally go off
On
about
it.
what just happened on that song. Funny enough, I've done this, and then a couple of people get to relate to the same thing too. Not like I'm actually complaining about the situation, but something key about what I
Your
just
experiences.
experienced.
Okay.
Somebody else also has
So you draw
experienced it.
inspiration from your experiences, and
Yes,
this most times experiences like people out there have experienced similar situation,
yes,
so they
yes,
tend to connect to those experiences.
yes. I've realized this a lot.
Okay.
That's why people and my idol in music is actually Burna Boy. Why? Because of how he also knows how to make music from experiences.
Okay.
I also draw inspiration from other people's experience too. You
Okay.
get so it's easily just having to be able to like pick up what your surroundings says, what your environment is telling you, and then put it out there in form of melodies. That's
Okay.
just how I pull out my inspiration.
Okay. So that takes us to the next question. What's your biggest body of work yet? Like, what's the biggest project you've worked on?
Yeah, my biggest project I've worked on is the one I'm about to drop, Time and Chance.
Okay.
Is a very special tape for me. Like this is it means a lot. I will have dropped it last year, but because of how far I envisioned it,
Mhm.
I needed to actually make up a lot of budget. I needed to actually make a lot of moves. I needed to actually hit a lot of walls. You
Okay.
understand? I had to knock on a couple of doors before
Yes.
I actually put it out because I don't want it to be just like every other of my track, you know.
Yes.
Somebody
Yes.
that doesn't have an audience, what you need is somebody that will actually create that platform for you, no matter how little. It just has to be a step ahead in my career.
Mhm.
That's it's so big to me. Time and Chance is a very big project to me
Okay.
because I have good songs in it. Like I can literally start singing a lot of them I've written down in my head already, and they
Okay.
are actually good music. Like I'm not even exaggerating; they're actually good music. So Time and Chance might be the project I've worked on yet.
So when is it going to drop?
Yeah, it's supposed to drop next month.
Okay.
It's supposed to drop next month. I haven't fixed a date yet because the distribution company hasn't gotten back to me yet. So
So I'm curious. I'm filled with anticipation. Like, can you give us a snippet, just something we can
okay, yeah,
hold on to?
okay. So this is a song from Island Girl. I think it's like track 4 or 5.
Okay.
So and the chorus says she don't got time for the love, or she want his money. She be grinding every day. Got a couple niggas that she call anytime she needs some
Damn.
good life, and she just wanna really have fun. And she don't got time for the love. So that's basically how the melody goes. And then there's another one to my
Man.
side. My side, I think is the 7th track. That's the last one. It goes,
Yeah.
Atemakele me, she did my side. Oh.
Ah.
Come on, I just did my side. Oh.
See
You
lyrics.
know that I did my side. Oh. And it's
Wow.
all vibes on vibes. So that's how just like, there's a lot of good music. I'm just giving you like the tip of the iceberg of what is inside the tape. So I can't
Yeah.
wait to put it out for you. So here's a big shout out to the whole Yangi team, the whole media team, the biggest media team in the whole of Abia State, the ones that has been pushing creatives from day one. Like I've seen a lot of guys that you guys have pushed go far. Like it's evident. So it's a big privilege to be here right here, man. Big shout out to Yangi. Keep doing your thing. The sky is the starting point for you guys, man.
So we're at the end of it's a wrap on today's episode of Creatives Corner with KB. So I had the pleasure of having having Black Boy.
Amen.
I
Oh.
had the pleasure of having Black Boy in
Amen.
the
Oh.
studio. So
Ah.
thank you so much, guys.